Hey guys, Canadian Vape Station. Doing a succession of videos today. I just did one for Monster Sauce. You can check that out. Been behind on my videos, so I have some free time today, so I'm going to do a few, or at least a couple. I did have one of these recorded already, but I didn't think it was fair to put it up until I reviewed it in depth. And I didn't put the video up. I thought about it after I shot it, and I didn't think it was fair to the company. This is a hardware review. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. You guys might like the review, you might not. I'm going to give you my honest opinion and tell you what's what. Okay? What I'm going to review today is that guy, the Triton. I've had plenty of time to, fuck around with this tank. And now I can give you an honest opinion on it. I have it on my sketchy iStick 50 watts. Got the 0.4 ohm coil that came with it. It comes with a 1.8 as well. So, comes in a box. Same as like the, what the fuck do you call it? Atlantis V2. This does have a few improvements over the Atlantis, but I must say, I do love my Atlantis. So here are the two together. They're almost the same size, more or less. The Triton's a little taller. Neither one come with replacement glass, which, luckily I haven't dropped it and broke it, but yeah. This one's a little bit more protected though. It's got the metal on the outside. So, I'm going to do a complete review. I got this guy too. The RTA system for the Triton. Let you know what I think of that too. So, the boxing, you've seen the videos I imagine, but the boxing is good. Comes in a plastic case. It's got a sleeve. You take that out. It's got your warning how to prime a coil. Don't throw this thing out because your second coil is tucked in right here. Now this one here, I have not used this yet. This is the 1.8 ohm coil. You see how restricted that is now compared to a 0.4 or 0.3 ohm. The airflow on the bottom is again quite restricted. Normally you got four chunky cutouts here. It's only two small ones. This is more of a mouth to lung hitter. So yeah. Oh, what's going on here? So yeah, mouth to lung hitter. If you're into that, this coil would probably be your thing. Let's see here. Little blue O-ring came off. Just putting her back on. This tank, the first thing I used was the RTA section. Now, funny thing. Well, not really funny. I think it's shitty, actually. The RTA section is, in fact, only good on the Triton. Don't think you can buy this and stick it on your Atlantis because it will not work. The reason why. Every Triton coil and Atlantis coil are interchangeable because of this up top. You see how there's the threading at the top? That's how the Atlantis tank stays together. The Triton tank, however, stays together on a bottom threaded situation. So basically what happens is when you use the RTA section, everything works, well, let me rephrase that. Everything goes together the way it should. Fuck. So everything goes together the way it should. But I can't complain about the packaging on the RTA. It's good. Comes with spare O-rings, screws. Comes with some cotton. And this is the inners. That's what comes inside. Okay, the top section is that piece there. There are no threads whatsoever on the top section. So this will not work on the Aspire tank. But if you get Triton coils, they do work in the Aspire tank, and the Aspire coils work in the Triton tank. So that was kind of a piss off. I actually bought it thinking that it would work in the Atlantis, and it didn't, so I bought a Triton, put it in that, and it sucks. Save your money. Do not buy this. This is rotten. I've never had an RTA that leaks so goddamn much and gurgles and spits. It is the shittiest RTA that I've used to date. I would not buy this. I would not recommend it. However, the coils that come with the tank, or the bought coils, the ones that are pre-made, like the 5-packs, awesome. So if you're looking for this tank to be into rebuilding your coils, don't buy it. Because honestly, the RTA section it's pretty tricky to work with, and I never got a good vape off the thing. Ever. The whole time I used it. I used it for a couple of tanks in here, and I had to get rid of it because, I mean, it's just shitty. But this tank compared to the Atlantis, I do love the Atlantis version 2. This, as you can see, has an airflow slot down at the bottom. It doesn't click like the Atlantis, but it's very smooth, and it's got enough resistance to stay where you put it. I usually have the Triton here at about that. I have a little bit closed off, but not much. It's almost full. The top section right here has airflow slots here too. So you just turn it and you open it, and you keep turning and you can close it. This, again, I haven't really used much because I find the airflow at the bottom quite sufficient. I'm not vaping it like crazy. It's a 0.4 ohm coil, 31 watts. Very good. I'm actually using this stuff here, Monster Sauce, in it right now. And the taste is on par with the Atlantis. And honestly, I have it dripping here, the same stuff. It's a little bit more muted in the tank, as it always is, but it's very good flavor. This tank is a top fill tank, so I thought that was kind of cool. You'll see these little sections at the top. It has, you know, person vaping here, and then it has a little drip here. All you do to fill it is I shut the airflow down at the bottom. I don't know if you have to do that or not, but I do. This is two-piece section. There's your drip tip. This will fit a 510 drip tip, unlike the Atlantis version 2. This will fit any 510 drip tip. That's a plus. But this thing comes out, and the whole section comes out. And there's your airflows there. There's your filler. So when you're ready to fill it, let's see if I can get up close with this. So when you're ready to fill it, all you do is turn this piece, the top piece around it clicks in place and it opens up your juice slots. Okay? You fill it. Also, I don't know if you can see this, but in the tank, the airflow is turned off, like the wicking ports. When you turn this back, everything opens up again and lets everything wick into place. I think it's pretty slick, actually. The only thing I would change about this, and if Aspire's listening, I think it would be a good move, is to make your fill ports at the top when you open it a little bit bigger. It's kind of a bitch to put the dripper in and not get juice everywhere inside the top piece, but that's minor. It all works, except for that. This is a waste of money. I would never buy this. I would never tell anyone to buy it. It's rotten. I almost sold this tank due to the fact that that didn't work. But now I have two. The coils are interchangeable with this and the Atlantis, like I said. So I'm keeping it. Which one do I prefer? Well, they both chug juice, I'll tell you that. The Aspire, both Aspires, the version 2 Atlantis and the Triton. The Aspire Atlantis version 2 comes apart fully. The Triton does not. The bottom base comes off, so I'm not going to do this because it's got some juice in it, but this piece comes off. This tank cannot be disassembled, and the top piece where you fill it all comes apart. But this piece, the glass, everything else, that does not come apart. So that's one bad thing, I guess. But generally, performance-wise, this tank is pretty good. I can't complain. It hasn't leaked on me since I put the store-bought Aspire Triton or Atlantis coils in it. It vapes well, no leaking. I don't get any spit back, to be honest. It's quiet. No issues. This was not quiet. The RTA was noisy. It sounded like the fucking coil was drowning in there. It was just like this. And it would spit, juice would come right up through. I had it leaking numerous times out the air flow down at the bottom. Now, I've been doing this a while. I know how to build on these. It even gives you the instructions. Like, you know, if you're brand new, it basically tells you exactly what to do on here. I followed it to a T, and it's not good. I don't know what they were thinking. If you're used to building on like a Kanger sub-tank or something, this is like completely strange. Yeah, not good. So save your money on this. This I would buy if you're into sub-ohming. You don't have the Atlantis yet, or if you want a different tank that matches pretty close to the Atlantis. This is not bad, I must say. Price point in between 40 and 50 bucks. You know, you can get cheaper sub-ohm tanks that probably work just as well for less money. But yeah, you know, this tank, if I broke it, would I buy another one? Probably not. If I broke them both, I'd buy one or the other. Probably the Atlantis, to be honest. But yeah, both good tanks. This one's pretty good. I do enjoy it. Airflow all the way open. You do kind of mute the flavors a bit, but you can get a good haul. know. Certainly not harsh with all the airflow open. But again, I prefer it a little bit closed off at the bottom, fully closed at the top. The flavor I find comes through nice like that. Definitely no problem with the vapor production. And yeah, scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it an 8. Maybe even an 8.5. It is a nice tank. I like it. This, on a scale of 1 to 10, is a 0. I would never ever recommend this. I can't stress this enough. Save your money. Buy a pack of coils. But yeah, that's it. That's the up close, quick look at the Triton. You know, this has been out for a while, so I'm sure you guys have seen like the really up close, broke down videos. But I just wanted to give my opinion on this tank, let you know what I think. All right. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. There'll be more videos coming in the next few days, weeks. You know, I got another company that I'm going to be doing a review for. I want to get into the e-cig VT, the Ego 1 Mega Tank. I have a cool little coiler that'll, you know, be on par with, say, you know, different things. I'm not going to get into that right now, but yeah, stay tuned. All that's coming. All right. So thanks again for the support and everything. And until next time, vape on.